Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Surviving Mars inspired by the Expanse. Here's a little recap of our mission setup. Last episode we were really plowing ahead, trying to get our population up. I don't really know if we accomplished our goal, but we're working on it. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. We just got hit by a Marsquake. So yeah, that's a thing. Let's see what's not working. We've got a lot of the sort of power grid not working.
Scanned.
But I think we'll be fine. We have enough redundancy there that we'll survive, and we'll have to repair that. All right, so new project: capture ice asteroids. That sort of just backfired on me, where we captured one, but it Marsquaked us. Let's see. Storage is low, but we're making it. Let's clear all this away. Now, we are hoping to get some additional colonists born. We've been putting a lot of our efforts into making sure that we are supplying all the necessary comfort and medical that these guys need. Another thing I need to do is to make sure that we've got people working in the stores. I'm rejecting specialists. Alright, you're no spec. So that, you know, the botanists are growing and the engineers are mining and building or whatever. Oh, yeah, here, perfect example. Bunch of engineers popping into
Resources are low.
let me slow down time to fix this. Into the rare metals extractor. Alright, so you are
Sector
an engineer.
scanned.
You need to live over here. I don't, I'm not allowing, oh, I'm using the wrong key. No, I was using the right one. I'm not allowing people to travel through the tunnel system for work. They have to live and work in the same area. That's to make sure that the comfort stays up. Because if you work outside of your home, your comfort goes down. Alright, so this Donager here caused the Marsquake, but that's okay. We'll forgive him. I don't have the officers for that. I might want to do another capture expedition. This will cause another Marsquake, but I will accept the risks. And then this one is heading out as well on a special project. Okay, come on.
Resources are low.
Yeah, I know. Naima Nagata, let's get you moving some resources, I guess, if there's not else to do. Where is the steel down here? Or the metals? Here's some. Okay. Amos is just hanging out. Recap of what we're doing. Carbonate processing is what we're trying to research. That will help to add atmosphere, which will help a lot of different things all at once. So I'm very, very eager to get that up and running. We are 89% of the way researching that. We don't even have any scientists on this planet. We're probably going to get scientists once our pop booms up a bit. I'm not going to dedicate any scientists before we have a nice surplus of population. We're doing some deep scanning over here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, finding some anomalies. But if not, at the very least, we'll get it deep scanned for resources. So we got our holographic scanner, which helps to increase birth rate, coupled with, well, we only have 2 medics in there. So what I think we need to do is to crank out some additional medics from the graduate program, but that requires some children to graduate from school so they can go to med school or whatever. Make sure I am balancing, let's change the design of this, make sure I am balancing my production so that we don't have gaps of machine parts or whatever. Seems to me like fuel is kind of my bottleneck, although we're doing just fine producing it. Wow, we are full up on... Oh, man. We are getting a lot over here. I'll add some additional... I'll add like a ridiculous amount of additional storage because it seems like we're going through it pretty quick. There's a lot of high-grade concrete here, so...
Resources are low.
We're mining up pretty quickly. So we almost have all of the machine parts for a new water asteroid. One of the big reasons I'm doing this is trying to hit water to 10%, and this trip will get it up to like 13%. And then we'll be able to start planting grasses, because we'll hit the minimum requirement of 10% liquid in the atmosphere. Additionally, this also will kick up some production for the moisture vaporators, because we are getting a terraforming boost based upon our water. So we'll have a 13% boost rather than an 8% boost. Which reduces the amount that I have to draw from this well, which is about tapped. It's about... We got 2K left. Now, if I needed more water, we'd have to go pretty far for it.
Complete.
It would not be ideal. Alright, so the carbonate processor's just finished up. Let's go to terraforming. Here's the processors. The maintenance is 2... machine parts. This thing is so big it's really not going to fit it's not going to fit nice and neatly really anywhere. So what I think I'm going to do is, let's see if I can't Jenga it. Oh yeah, there we go. Jenga it right there. Alright, we'll get that built. That's going to be a ton of machine parts. That's going to take a while. I'm going to lower the priority there, just so that we're not drawing precious resources away from other projects. Additionally, our domes should be maxed out, making sure that we're doing the maintenance in the domes promptly. And then the hanging gardens are going to be minimum priority. In case I have a water shortage, we should draw from... we should turn off the hanging gardens first. This water extractor just broke down. Well, dang. So now we're doing lake crafting. This is going to allow me to make large lakes. The small lakes basically don't... I mean, they add a little bit of... they add a teeny little bit of water to the atmosphere, but not a significant amount. Not an amount that is going to really matter in the long run. So, the huge lakes obviously get a lot more work done. It will require more water, which is going to, in effect, require me to get more moisture farming. So, I think what I'll do is... Let's go ahead and research moisture farming first, because I'm not going to be able to support huge lakes without more moisture farms.
Resources
and I don't really want to buy my moisture farms from Earth. In fact, I'm probably done trading with Earth unless it's some sort of emergency. So what I'm going to do is outsource a little bit of my science from my remaining money that I have for a little bit of boost to science. And then everything else is going to have to come internally. All right, come on, children.
Scanned.
41 pop. Pop is sort of going up. I don't know what my record is. Let's say, probably want to hit... Oh, someone just died. Probably want to hit around 45. It's probably the highest pop I've ever had. Oh, this scanner is not happy. All right, you know what I'm going to do? Nagata, you are going to move some parts manually. You're going to get some electronics. And some polymers and bring them on over, because the scrubber not having points for maintenance puts our resource at risk. Of course, don't have the scrubber yet, the physics for it. It would be somewhere down in this tree. What I could do is research some of the quick and dirty, like, adapted probes to try to figure out how to do scrubbers. Alright, Nagata. First you'll get fuel. Actually, you know what? I think the scrubber is more important. My water grid's kind of holding, even though this thing's not working.
Anomaly found.
Ooh, new anomaly. Let's go Holden. Now, at this point, if these don't yield anything, I don't think these, the tiles that I have left to scan, they don't have a lot of buildable area. So I'll prioritize it based upon buildable area, but my guess is I'm basically running out of anomalies entirely. Alright, so Nagata... Oh, you took 8. Take 5. Take 5. Nope, you took 8, but that's okay. I'm manufacturing pretty quickly. We'll dump this off here. This will repair both the battery and the scrubber. And then I'll help everyone by moving some fuel around as well. So the Donager has all the machine parts it needs. And it just needs fuel now. But both these wells are...
There's more to the Baron and...
So we just got field extractors, which increase the extraction speed and waste rock processor, which processes waste rock into concrete. I'd rather burn waste rock for atmosphere, though. I don't think I'll be hurting for concrete. So maybe Nagata, you should grab some machine parts. Oh, man, there's almost none. You go work there. Alright, well, I'm going to have a little bit of a water shortage if I don't fix my machine parts deficit. But we will. No one in school yet? Yikes. I think they're just filling up the stores here. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. The diners. I definitely don't even have enough people working in the diner to service everybody. They're just going to have to deal with taking turns and who's working in there, because I just simply don't have the population yet. Alright, Nagata, you delivered some machine parts. That solves about half of our... here we go. Here's some more machine parts. We'll solve the rest of our problems. The Donager's almost ready for takeoff. Just trying to get a few more fuel loaded up. I could definitely have Nagata help with that as well. Alright, took just one machine part. Now, the more that you can set up your colonies to not rely on finite natural resources
are low.
like underground water, the better you will be in the long run. There we go. Repaired, and now my water shortage is fixed. Now, there was a lot of other ways to fix the water shortage. I could have turned off fuel refineries. I could have turned off the hanging gardens. I mean, I had choices here. I wasn't all that worried. Oh, we have insufficient metals. Well, that I can solve too. So what I'm going to do is, Nagata, you're going to load metals here and unload metals there. Where's my metal storage? Here it is. Yep. Because that is totally just a misallocation of resources. One of which that does not need to have happen. So what I'm going to say is here, I'm going to say desired amount 180. And if there's metals nearby for us to grab, they will start to stockpile them there. I don't think my deep scans have really... No, they've really not turned up much. Alright, so anything that has buildable area, I will scan as a priority. I should probably not hold my breath. Okay, so the asteroids... The ship, rather, is going to go get those water asteroids, and likely we're about to lose some buildings due to a Marsquake. And the Rhadamant is going to do something similar in just a second here. They're back to making electronics and machine parts. Good, good, good. Oh, my concrete broke down. You know what? I'm going to turn that off. I have enough concrete stockpiled here that I could just not repair this for a while. Wow, we are using metals pretty quickly here. Alright, so capturing ice asteroids. Nearly done. We just need a little bit more fuel over here, and I think they're bringing it now, yeah, to launch the Rhadamant. The carbonate processors is obviously going to take a while for machine parts. Again, what I could do is take some of our... we don't have a lot of engineers, so I'm not going to shift the engineers around. We're just going to leave them out for a bit. Alright, 2 more fuel. I see it moving right now. These 2 are bringing the fuel over. This drone's gone rogue. Alright, there we go. Alright, Nagata. That's a good amount.
Resources
Let's go ahead and get
low.
more metals. So capturing meteors and capturing ice asteroids. Hopefully it won't rain hell down on me. You can never be too sure. One thing that I should research eventually, is the meteor defense systems. The MDS will protect me when I try to capture asteroids if I keep doing it. I don't know if it's a project I'm going to continually do, but if it is, that would be a good solution. Alright, let's not skip. Population still hovering around pretty much the same point. So they say they're missing shopping. Oh, this should be specialists only. Or rejecting specialists, rather. Go work in the farms. So let's take a look at their main complaints. Missing shopping dining. That's basically just a lack of having service workers. Because I've got an art store for shopping. And as you can see, it's not full, but it could probably use some more people employed there. I'm going to send Astra. You're going to go work in the diner instead of Graduate. I'm sorry. still more children going through the system, and yeah. Populate, I think 42 might be a record, truth be told. So we're trying. There's other research to unlock. There's breakthroughs, like Forever Young would be would really help our pop growth. So what I'm going to do is Forever Young will be after I finish the lakes. So at the moment, what I'm trying to do is get a lot of the terraforming up so I can increase all these numbers at once. So my GHGs are creating temperature. My lakes are barely producing water. My vegetation is barely going up as well. I don't even have a lot of seeds. Oh, geez, but that's a mistake. So all those people there that, yeah, that should have been specialists only. So we'll fix that.
Resources are low.
So that's actually a fair bit of people that I didn't realize could be trained up for better tasks. Alright, there we go. So now they're all training to be medics. That will increase the amount of comfort I get here from them, you know, doing medicine and whatnot. All right, Nagata, you're full. Have you unload some of your bounty. My special projects are nearly done. They're taking a good long time. Not really having Holden chase where I am deep scanning because my expectations for
Sector scanned.
yeah, my expectations for anomalies are pretty low. Now 43. Yeah, pop's increasing. Albeit slowly, but it's going up. Alright, so one of these graduates here, you are going to go work in the diner. And that should increase the service and throughput. And then the complaints of, like, there's not enough shopping or luxury or gaming, like, that will go down with time. We're building up a little bit of extra machine parts stockpile, as you can see here. And this will help to build the Atmo burner. So we have enough concrete for it. So what we really need is to make the 50 machine parts necessary. And I'll start delivering the machine parts manually. Oh, what else can I do? Nagata. There we go. Alright, so they're both finishing up about the same time, which could wreak havoc. So let's, fingers crossed. Captured the meteor, so let's pause a second. And so we got a meteor storm coming down. It seems actually to be kind of focused in my neighborhood, which is really, really bad. And then ice asteroids, which gives us the ability to start planting grass. So I'm going to switch over from lichen to grass. Let's clear these so I can see any alerts more easily. So what's going on here, which is kind of funny, is my drones are actually going to go harvest the metals. It's not all that safe, because we could get hit while doing it. Oh, and there, let's move Kamal. Let's dodge this bullet. Cool.
Anomaly found.
Ooh, no anomaly. Oh, for that's, yeah.
Sector scanned.
Now, luckily, the meteor storm that I called down on myself only lasts... Yikes! That was a bad one. Does not last as long as the naturally occurring ones. We'll fix that pretty quick. So here's the ships. They're back. I'm going to set both of them to low priority. I'm having the Kamal come over here and try to fix the cables. Promptly. No. Yeah, there we go. I thought they were making the carbonate thing. Alright. Life support's back online. The leaks are going to get fixed.
Anomaly found.
At least there's some research anomalies that will help get... what are we even researching? That will help get moisture farming. So we're less reliant on the wells. This also called down some polymers, which is kind of nice. Oof. It's getting hit pretty hard. Where's the Nagata?
Incoming. Anomaly found.
Uh-oh. Let's clear the area. Come on. Good chunk. It's a bad hit.
Our colonists are suffocating. We only have...
I don't think I lost my moxie. Oh, you know, we just have a lot of air, a lot of leaks. All right, Kamal, you're going to move a little bit. This was a bad meteor strike. All right, now you should start repairing.
Resources are low.
No, they're not actually suffocating. That's a lie. There's still air in here. Don't you lie to me like that. All right, Nagata, you're nice and full. Some of our engineers have been retired. But we did just train more medics. Where'd my medics working? Holden, feeling bold, is analyzing these anomalies in the middle of the storm. There's a lot of them. It's brought a lot of science down. And now there's going to be a lot of metals near the base, which is pretty cool too. Getting hit, not so cool, but...
Sector scanned.
Now the scan turns up dry.
Anomaly found.
So it says lifetime graduates. What happened to my graduates? I'm going to slow down time, or I'll just try to analyze the situation. I think I have doctors that are not working where they're supposed to be. Alright, I'm going to start to set this on auto. What I should do is just go to my command center. Zarya. So, Spirit and Tycho. Where is Zarya? Oh, she's unemployed. No, you're not. Who else is unemployed? You are a middle-aged medic. You work here. Actually, I just fired you. What are you, Martian-born? No, you don't have a job. Go to school. Where's that medic? Alright, here you are. Alright, so now we have 2 docs working 2 shifts there. It's a little bit nicer. Alright, the Donager I'm just going to send home. With no load or anything. Holden.
Resources are low.
Scan those anomalies. Resources are low because we have a severe lack of machine parts over there. So let's go grab them. Yeah, we have a lack of water. That's my fault. I think the farms are still getting water,
Anomaly
and the domes are too.
analyzed.
All right, Rocinante, what do we want you to do? Capturing meteors kind of sucked. Not gonna lie. No, you're not. You're just gonna sit there on the tarmac. I find it annoying when they blink, but whatever. All right, so the wells are getting repaired. Gonna have Nagata collect just everything, because now there's a whole lot of additional metals and polymers around here. Might as well grab them. My science is about to be done for moisture farming, which is a really nice landmark.
Resources are low.
Oh, come on, sheeple. I just... did you put... Hang on, Nagata. I think they put all the machine parts into the burner. Or maybe there's not even machine parts left. Where are my machine parts? Well, they're right here. Oh, jeez, guys. Okay, it's repaired. We've got water now. That bugged me a little bit.
Resources are low.
No, my resources are fine. Quit nagging me.
Sector scanned.
Alright, Nagata was a false alarm. So ditch your metals. Yet another deep scan. Yet another nothing. So now that I'm planting grasses, you'll see the sort of terrain that you see here will change. We also could set up another forestation plant. So I'm going to set up this forestation plant. Here? No, I'll set it here. I wanna try to make every area around the dome nice. Flat Mars Society. Let's see. People never change. So he's a guru. He's gonna try to spread his stupid flat Earth. He's an idiot. Idiot guru. He's gonna spread his little
complete.
Stupid stuff to other people. Botanist that is unemployed. What? Go work. What are you doing? Alright, so there's another forestation plant. We are going to be planting grass. So the only issue with this is grass requires a minimum soil quality about 10%. So I'm also going to switch from grass to lichen because a lot of the soil quality is lower than 10%. Moisture farming just actually completed. If we go to life support, we're going to continue the train. I'm going to move this landing pad a little bit. It's just not in the way.
Resources are low.
Alright, so that's a ton of moisture farming, but that's so that we no longer have to rely on underground water
Resources
at
are
all.
low.
Because I'm tired of it. Nagata. It says that polymers are low. I'm just going to have you manually target polymers. Collect a whole bunch to supplement. Because I think what's going on is we're not really training up engineers, so We're
Sector
effectively
scanned.
losing engineers over time. Yeah, it should be enough. I guess I should just be satisfied with 40 pup. I'm really not making that work any faster. So late crafting and then Forever Young. After Forever Young, we'll go back to science. It'd also really be nice if I got the comfort up here in this dome high enough to remove the Hanging Gardens and put down a sanatorium so that we can remove idiots. Because that's not so cool. But if you take a look, this mountain is looking kind of grassy. I wouldn't write home yet about how nice it looks, but we're working on it. It's definitely improving. So a lot of these, oh, and the coding, yes. We don't need this at all. Oh, no, no, no. Didn't mean that one. I meant the pipe. All right, let's clear this. I don't have split grids. We do have a need to, alright, once you're full up on polymers. That's enough polymers for now. We'll drop these off. I need to move some electronic components over east. There's still more polymers, but I didn't want to spend the time to get more when we have a broken scrubber. Oh, and a broken dome. Come on, guys. How do we not have the polymers for this? Oh, because all the polymers are in my ship, or my transport. That would explain it. All right, go repair the dome. I'm actually going to take all the machine parts and all the electronics and move them east to support this. And then it looks like my polymers are on the down. Let's open up another slot for an engineer. In fact, let's force engineer for now. I know I'm running pretty low on geologists, but engineering might actually take the priority here. I'm also going to need botanists. We're down to 4 for a population of 40. Alright, Nagata. Let's go chase down the remaining polymers. I might have queued some of these up more than once. Alright, I don't think I'm going to be deep scanning anything interesting left. So this is the map. We pretty much know what the map is now. And my severe reliance on moisture farming as a means to obtain water. Oh, this is where all my polymers are going. Yeah. I understand now. Jeez. Moisture construction sites are sucking them dry. Sucking my polymers dry. Well, Pop is holding,
Resources
not
are
improving,
low.
but I think we're becoming more self-reliant, even if my population really isn't functionally increasing. It's too bad I don't have the breakthrough that that makes service jobs not required to be maintained constantly. That one's pretty rare. So I'm going to keep an eye on my food stocks because we are really low on botanists. And let's fix that. Start training some botanists. I keep changing everyone's majors. They're like, dude, I want to learn one thing. Let's do a overhead scan, see if I got all the polymers. So there's 4 left in that tile. But I think all the other polymers have been capped. Great. This is probably all 4. Yep. Alright. I got all the polymers. Let's deliver this to the moisture farms. The carbonate processors almost full of concrete and metals. Full of metals, but almost all of concrete too. Meaning that it's just machine parts that we're left waiting on. Fuel's looking pretty full. Water is full. I'm going to shut down this water extractor. Yeah, so honestly, one more moisture farm, and we're like, we no longer need to well for water. Now, the maintenance of these things is metals. So there is a lot of metals on the map, and I'm not about to run out, but we are very metal deficit, and we're relying on Nagata to supply our metals entirely. We're actually not supplying any normally. Now, the reason why I'm adding so many additional moisture evaporators is I plan on adding some large lakes, which require a ton of water to fill and sustain, which is why I'm phasing out the need for wells as well. Turning into a tongue twister. Alright, Nagata. Dropping off some metals. So here, as you can see, we've got way more production than demand at the moment. At the moment is key, because this will change when I add a large lake. We can also probably slow down on fuel. In fact, I'm going to turn one of these full off and one of these off at night. I don't suspect I'll be doing a whole lot of trips back and forth to Earth. We've kind of cut ties to Earth now. And instead, those supplies, those all that supplies of fuel will go towards polymers. Look at this! Look at this mountain. Look at this pretty mountain. It's really getting there, isn't it? So another really important thing to do is vegetation growth increase. Let's do this actually before growth simulators, and then we will do Forever Young. Oops, nope, not in that order. And then the Martian Institute of Science that keeps getting kicked and kicked and kicked. We'll get it. We'll get it. Oh, I no longer have any genius colonists. Alright, so we're producing 4 more water than we need. Does this have coating? Yeah. And then we can turn on the water extractor for even more if we need. Haven't used a lot of this underground metals. That's good. There's not a lot of other sources around me. Have we been replacing botanists? Not yet. How about our schools? Schools have 4. Nurseries have 4. Oh, we have a lot. Our pop growth is going up. We have more children and youth than seniors. So that looks good. What we really just need is potatoes to soybeans. We need full-time food production rather than seeds. As much as I want to plant vegetation, if I'm not feeding myself, I'm dying.
Resources are low.
Ah, shush. I mean, you're not wrong, but shush. Fortunately, I haven't had any renegades because I've been keeping everybody nice and happy. What are you, a botanist? Go work. Oh, it's because they had just graduated.
Complete.
All right, lake crafting is done. I'm going to pause just for a second here. Let's go to terraforming. Lake. Huge lake. And I'm going to set up a huge lake sort of back in this corner, if I can. It says drone commander's too far, but you know what? That's not exactly true. Is that true? No, it's not true. So let's connect pipes. And that's going to create a giant lake over here. There's really no reason to not use that space. It's not like I'm going to need a dome there or anything. There's not resources. Speaking of resources. Alright, so that is the last of the deep scanning. Not holding my breath. So when this thing's done, this huge lake is done, it's going to require a ton of water initially for setup. What I'm going to do is I'm going to help move it along by manually moving some concrete and getting this built. I'm surprised I don't yet have the transport increase, the transportation optimization. I'll just add that to the long list of things that I'd like to have. It says you're outside of drone commander's range, but you're really not. But you know what I could do? Kamal? Let's have you park yourself over here and you can help. So one of the reasons to do this is to increase the soil quality around here. And also to increase the net water. And then we're also waiting on that processor. Oh, come on, you guys. They're, like, stealing it. It's like, oh, it wasn't close enough for our drones. And then it's like, ha, but we're going to take everything else. Alright, so one way to do this would be to put it out of the reach of the drone art commander. Like, up here. But we're starting to get some green mountains.
Resources are low.
There we go. Now we're actually putting... No! You stupid little thieves! Really? I'm going to have to go even further? Yep, I'm going to have to put them like here. It's pretty funny. I'm like fighting my own drones. I mean, I could have probably given them the order to stop or whatever, but at this point I just find it funny. Alright, so the 30 I'm moving is one more than what I need, so we're all set. Who doesn't? You don't have a job? Go into training. Why won't you go into training? Oh, because you're... Okay, no, it worked. Alright, so we're getting to the botanists. Let's go back to auto for now. Here we go. Huge lake is underway. Nagata, you can take that last concrete, drop it off here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually set her up to move some concrete for maintenance reasons. Alright, so my water consumption just spiked hugely because we're filling a giant lake. So I'm going to turn on this water extractor yet again. So now I'm my production is a little bit more than my demand, which is great. Nagata, you are going to grab the machine parts here and bring them over, most of them at least, over to the carbonate processor. So what this is going to do is this lake is going to work in conjunction with the forestation plant. The lake is going to increase the soil fertility around, and then the forestation plant will grow grasses. So we're going to have a grassy lake over there when I'm done. Kamal, you're not even really needed over there anymore. Let's get you down here. Just needed for the setup. There's really no maintenance for a lake. Alright, Nagata, we're going to set you up with a route of loading concrete and unloading concrete so that we have enough for maintenance, because this concrete stockpile is pretty low. And I know I'm a little bit over my time, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna go for a full hour for you guys. Hope y'all don't mind. Alright, so the scrubber here is malfunctioning yet again. I'm really eager to finally get that tech. Yeah. But I think I want Forever Young. I want positive pop growth. And Forever Young is going to really help that, because then seniors will be able to retire from the workforce but still have children. Alright, school's still pumping out botanists, but I set it to auto. Now, another thing I could start to do is, let's pause just a second here and go to services. So what I'm going to do, oh, that's not services, is put an art store in here and put a diner. And this is an aim to get rid of the Hanging Gardens, which has been required to support the population. Oh, we have... Hang on a minute, really? We only have 2 medics now? You guys keep aging out. Yeah, I guess 1 medic... 2 medics, yeah, okay. Let's definitely train some up again.
Resources are low.
Yeah. Yada, yada, yada. Alright, so now with this additional diner and art store, no one's working in it, but that means this hanging garden is going bye-bye. That will save us some water. Initially, it's going to lower the comfort of Mariner Valley 2, but in the long run, it will be a positive effect, or at least I hope it will, because we're going to add a sanatorium so that all the people that have, like, negative perks that are sort of disadvantageous, we can get rid of those. So here we go. Sanatorium. This is going to kill our polymers. Yep, it's going to kill our
shower
polymers.
Incoming.
Oops. Meteor shower incoming, but I don't know where it's going to land. Hopefully not on my head. Alright, Nagata, that's probably enough. Let's start scooping metals. What else is not working? So these art stores are not working because no one's working in them. I'm going to take people out of school and put them to work in those stores. Let's fire people over there. I'm just shifting things around so we can get people working in these stores. adding service, adding comfort to this dome.
Sector scanned.
Okay, so we got people working in the morning shift, I guess. Alright, so we got both shifts at the diner, both shifts at the art store. We're good. That should help with service comfort. The sanatorium is up, and we're going to have it auto. Which means, initially what I'll do is I'll set this to high priority. And people, like engineers that are like, I guess, alcoholics. What are you, coward or something? Gambler. They are going to start to lose their negative traits. And then they'll cycle back into the workforce. All right, at this point, I don't not need Laika anymore.
Sector scanned.
There's only a few sectors left to scan. Let's take a look at my Green Mountain. Oh yeah, look at it. It's really, really improving. And then if you take a look at my water, the huge lake here every year increases the water on Mars by a full 0.1% rather than 0.02%. They're a lot more efficient. And then once it fills up, it's going to consume less water than, its water consumption will go down, which will be nice too. If you look at the soil quality, as you can see, it has a huge effect. This is the soil quality map, and as you can see around my original lakes, it's the really, really nice soil, and then this will slowly build up over the course of time. So, as you can see, there's patches of thin grass. The carbonate processors, we're working on it. Still working on it, still grinding away. Botanists looking pretty good. Our food is going to go back up into the 200 range, which makes me a little bit more comfortable. Still training medics. Yeah, I guess we still want some medics. If we run out of medics, our pop will suffer, at least temporarily, and that's not a good thing. I'm also going to free up another slot for a polymer worker. So our polymers are rather low compared to everything else.
Resources are low.
So we're about 130 years into colonizing or terraforming Mars, and we've got a significantly green mountain. I think there's obviously more work to be done, making it greener. But that's something to be proud of. I'd like to think, at least. Something broke down. It's requiring more water. Oh, my water extractor broke down. Yep, machine parts. I really need to set up better trade for machine parts. Electronics, polymers. So that we can repair stuff better. I want to do a nice zoom in. It's funny how I literally have no atmosphere yet, and yet we have grasses. I don't know if that's physically possible, but I'll ignore it. Well, guys, that brings me just about to the end of this episode. If you have any tips, tricks, feedback, suggestions, ideas, questions for me, drop me a line in the comments or hop on Discord and hit me up in chat. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for supporting this series. I do hope that you enjoyed this episode. Our final population count for this episode is 42. Let's see if we can get that higher next episode, or at least reduce some of the negative traits that we have in the colony and keep terraforming. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you all later. Adios.